everybody, welcome back to the series of Getting to Know Zcoin. Now, the last one for this entire long series is what is in Zcoin's roadmap, which is the most exciting, yay! And we have Reuben Yap here, project steward of Zcoin, and I'm Sandra Yap. So good to be, talking about Zcoin again. It's been a while. So let's get started. Reuben, what is the most exciting thing on the roadmap? We don't have to go, according to timeline, but what is the most exciting thing?
Lelantus for sure. It's our new privacy protocol, which I think would really take us to, I would say, maybe the best privacy coin.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah.
Finally, Reuben is saying that will elevate us to being the best privacy coin in the world. I have never heard him say that before. He's always been like, we are very comparable to this, and he doesn't want to offend anybody. He doesn't want to look like he's really proud or arrogant or anything. So he's very humble most of the time. I'm so proud that he's finally saying this will elevate us. Wow. Because
I genuinely believe it now. It's like, before this it was like all like buildings like, yeah, we're competitive, but like now I feel like Lelantus really is like the best privacy protocol out there.
If Reuben genuinely believes, you better believe, because Reuben never says that ever. It's like Simon Cowell, right? When Simon Cowell says you're good, you're good.
Yeah, I mean, like it's really like a huge milestone, and especially once we're moving into like a really interesting step where we're going like privacy on by default, but with opt out. So I mean, so far in the whole space, we've seen only privacy opt in. Basically, like you opt to use the privacy transactions. It's optional, and then you have privacy on by default. That means everything's private, right? While Zcoin is saying like, okay, we go default private, but then let's say for whatever reason you want transparency, or like an exchange you want high performance, and they already know your identity anyway, you can do that. So I feel it's a really good approach, and I think we'll be, especially the technology of Lelantus itself is just so amazing that I'm just really looking forward to seeing this deploy. Yeah, and hopefully maybe a rebrand.
Day and night, no sleep, just trying to deploy this.
Yeah, I mean, we were set to launch sometime like in the third quarter, but definitely before the end of the year. And I think it's going to be the most important development of Zcoin, like since its inception.
Press conference.
Yes. Announcement. Yeah.
Yes. So what is the next thing after Lelantus that you're most excited about on the roadmap?
Well, actually, even before that, we'll be implementing something called Chainlocks, which is really before Lelantus, okay. And so we actually just completed our movement of our Znode infrastructure to something called deterministic master nodes, and that's just kind of like a building block. Like it makes your Znodes much more reliable. It forms basically, not to get too technical, it's such an improvement in the Znode system, right? And because you have this very strong Znode base, you can implement things like Chainlocks, which basically mean that although you get all the benefits of proof of work, like the distribution and stuff like that, you kind of get combined security of like proof of stake, because now the master nodes are helping to make sure there are no double spends or 51% attacks. Wow. So it's kind of like the best of proof of work and proof of stake. And
it also gives the master nodes more of a use case.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, like now it's almost like if you want to attack our chain, you kind of have to compromise the miners and get a significant proportion of the hash rate there. And then you also need to have a significant amount of master nodes. So it's like you need 2 layers. And especially, I think that's really important, like, rather than being reliant on another chain, we have our own kind of inbuilt protection. So I think that's really exciting as well. Yeah.
That's awesome. Finally, a good use case for Znodes.
Yeah, and
So
that would also enable instant transactions. So can you imagine? It's like we can have once, especially once Lelantus is live, we can have instant private transactions, which will be great for adoption, and hopefully exchanges would support this type of transactions as well.
wow, that is a really big move forward. See,
Yeah.
genuinely believes that's what happens. All right, we are going to cover the top 5. So now we have 2. What is after Chainlocks that you're most excited about? The rest, there
So
are a lot of things on the roadmap. So if you want to know more, you can click on the link below. It explains every single features that are coming out. But we're just
mhm.
gonna cover 5 from this one. So what's the third one, Reuben?
I would say Elysium, our tokenization layer, and that's actually almost like completely ready. I think it's set to activate in July. And what Elysium allows people to do is actually to create tokens on our blockchain, and that will inherit all the privacy features of Zcoin. So that means you can create your own privacy tokens and stuff like that. And I don't know if you saw, like, people, we recently entered into the Ren Alliance. Yeah, it's called Ren Alliance. Yeah, and
Wow, that's awesome.
that is a way to kind of bridge, our like Ethereum tokens into our ecosystem in a almost trustless manner. And I think Ren has a really nice way of doing this bridging between protocols. And
So
what that
that
allows,
so the
yeah.
alliance is going to be mainly focused on Elysium layer?
Yes, basically to bridge Ethereum tokens into the Elysium layer, and
Wow.
what? Oh no, sorry. No, sorry. This is the other way around. Is to bridge Elysium layers, or even just Zcoin tokens into the Ethereum layer. The other way around is
Right.
another project. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
So if I
what?
have a Sandra token and I want to have all the privacy features that Zcoin offers, I
Mhm.
can,
You can launch it on Elysium, correct?
right.
Yeah.
And then I can bridge it into Ethereum
Yeah, so
via
one of the cool things that is happening on Ethereum right now is all this DeFi stuff,
yeah.
the decentralized exchanges, the liquidity pools,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, I'm not saying that, well, definitely DeFi is the next cool thing, but it's definitely really cool to be able to participate in that ecosystem, especially on the decentralized exchange side, because
Yeah.
right now, like the DEX solutions out there have been really crappy to use,
Yeah.
and I do feel that the best DEXs right now are on Ethereum. So especially when they are like, we want to kind of reduce reliance on centralized exchanges, to have that ability to bridge into the Ethereum ecosystem and easily bridge out. That means, like, I can go into Ethereum and have like a Ren XCC, and then next thing, like, bring it back out to Zcoin again. I think it's a
Perfect.
great way to capture more of a use case, and maybe get more like Ethereum users excited about Zcoin as well.
Yeah. It's a good way
And
to
yeah,
capture new audiences too. So after Elysium, fourth.
fourth. I mean, then there's the other way around. I don't know whether you count it, which is
Oh no,
bridging
we're not going
Ethereum
on
tokens
timeline. We're
into that.
just, according to your most excited like features or release.
Hasn't actually been announced in our roadmap, but it's been kind of discussed, which is to
Ooh, exclusive.
bridge Ethereum tokens into Zcoin's Elysium layer. And that is really exciting, because especially for stable coins, like, there's like USDT and DAI and all this type of things, but they don't have any privacy features, right? What if I can make it into a representation of a token in the Elysium layer, and therefore use it like a private stable coin? I think this is like really useful day-to-day stuff, right? I can
Very.
move US dollars in a private way. So I think that's really exciting as well. And I think has really important implications for the whole industry, right?
So this is technically an announcement of an announcement.
Yes, I guess so. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so that is really exciting. I look forward to that announcement. So please let me know when it is.
Mm.
And then how about the last one, fifth?
I would say, I mean, there's so many exciting stuff to tell me the fifth one, but one that's kind of like coming like really soon is finally our mobile wallet with full Sigma privacy support. We've kind of almost finished the last review. So I think maybe it could be launched in maybe 1 or 2 weeks time. So fingers crossed by the time this video is out, it'll be already launched. But yeah, hopefully that's out.
I don't know
But
why.
that yeah,
After I am not with Zcoin anymore. Like all these
yeah.
cool things happens
What to
all the
do?
time.
You couldn't wait. Oh, no, lah.
I could.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
just
That's true.
gotta work fast enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Faster, I mean. No, but that's amazing. The mobile wallet has been anticipated by a lot of uh, community
Yeah,
for a
there's
long
been a lot
time.
of delays, but we're finally almost there. And I think, like, once we got all of the back end stuff out of the way, like, I would say 2020 was like getting a lot, is going to be like getting rid of all the back ends, so we get all the technology, the science, and everything down. And like 2021 is going to be like making it super easy to use, adoption and stuff like that. So I'm really
Perfect.
looking forward to moving into making this easy for everyone to use. Yeah.
Perfect. 2020 is locked down in your house only to work year. So no excuses to keep rolling out new features, new products, and then 2021 you can focus on organizing all the press conferences that you want.
Okay, so one of the biggest changes is our halving coming up in September. It'll be the first halving of Zcoin, and actually marks the end of the founders' rewards, and also a change in the way that the block reward is divided.
Bitcoin is
And
becoming a teenager.
yes, definitely, I feel like it's becoming a
Puberty.
teenager. So, like before halving, like right now, miners get 56%, Z nodes get 30%, founders and the seed investors get 8%, and the development gets 6%. Now, post halving, founders and seeds no longer get any additional rewards. So, that's great. And the new way is 50% to miners, 35% to Z nodes, and development now is at 15%. Now that may sound like, from 6% to 15% is a big jump, but remember that's a halving. So it's actually only a slight increase in the development fund. But what that means is that there's going to be a lot less selling new emission or selling pressure. I think that would really have a huge impact on the economics of Zcoin. And
Amazing.
yeah, so there's no more like founders just getting rewards every block or so. That's really interesting. And it also means that, although we get the development reward of 15%, if for whatever reason the price of Zcoin goes really high, a separate fund called the Zcoin Reserve Fund is actually being created. That is a kind of like a fund that can only be used in very clear circumstances, like for example, bug bounties, code audits, and it's going to be like completely transparent so people can see that. And I think that's one of the ways that we're trying to transition away just from being too reliant on the development reward, but to have this separate fund that is like for the benefit of the whole ecosystem at large, and it's completely transparent there. So I think that's
Amazing.
also really exciting.
Yay! So everybody, please participate to help Reuben, you know, achieve the truly decentralized Zcoin.
Not help me, help Zcoin, right?
Help
Yeah.
Zcoin.
Yeah.
Well, it's helping you too because you're gonna always be the parent, right? And you would love to have Zcoin be independent and fully decentralized.
Yeah, I mean, like we launched our Zcoin crowdfunding system like a couple of months ago, and that's actually been quite successful. Like we're raising money now for a Lelantus code audit, and we've already raised like 4,000 Zcoin so far, and that's kind of like 4,000 for like maybe 18,000 US dollars from
Wow,
community
that's
contributions. So
amazing.
that's really I think it's a great first step in like
That is.
really
Yeah.
decentralizing things. Yeah.
Congratulations, and can't wait for all the products and features to be released. And I think that sums up our video for the roadmap. If you want to find out more,
Yes.
click on the link in the description. And thank you, Reuben. Thank you for
Thanks so
opening
much, Sandra.
your inner life
In
stories.
the life
You know
story.
what? Reuben has interesting religious stories.
Oh no, let's
I
not
don't
go
know
into
about whether I should
that.
do that or not. But
Better not.
one day if you get to meet him, he'll probably tell you in person. All right, thank you again, and see you guys soon. Happy to do another video for Zcoin, and good job, Reuben. Keep going.
Thanks so much, Sandra.
All right,
Bye.
bye.